on my little Kingdom Hall to see if they know about me and my sign.
Good morning, Kingdom Hall.
Hi, is one of your pastors available?
Who would you like to speak to?
One of your leaders, I guess, or pastor. I don't know what you call them.
We call them elders.
Oh, elders. Oh, can I speak to one of them, please?
Okay, just a second. Harvey Mitchell, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Okay.
I just have a couple questions. If you could, do you have a couple minutes?
Okay, about that.
Sure. I was in town yesterday in Souk, and I came across a gentleman who was sitting outside the shopping store there, I don't know, by the crosswalk, and he had a sign that was claiming that you guys are a cult. And I was wondering, I did talk to him just briefly, and he did say he did have some, he had some valid points. And I was just wondering, is this guy off his rocker, or what's the...
Don't really know the story of him too much. He pops up periodically there with the sign. He's got some court cases and stuff in mind and things like that.
Court cases? What kind of court cases?
I think in the States, maybe court cases dealing with disfellowshipping and that sort of thing. I'm not sure exactly because I haven't talked to the guy.
Yeah. Okay. I just have another. Does your organization? Do you guys claim to have an exclusive, like a meaning of truth or a special corner on it? Like, do you have?
Well, I don't know if. Do you suppose any of the apostles and disciples had that sort of thing? What would they think?
I don't know. Yeah, I just. Well, you didn't answer my question.
Well, no, I think the truth is biblical. If you really appreciate the Bible and get a good understanding of the Bible, and you are living within those guidelines with the same hope that the Bible gives you, which is God's kingdom, well, yeah. And if you're doing that, and of course one of the things that the Bible mentioned was, one of the things was God's kingdom in preaching the good news of the kingdom and the end of the system of things. If you're doing that, well, I guess that's it.
Okay. So then so you do claim to have truth then. So what is the difference between you and, say, if I go to a Catholic church or something, do they not have truth as well?
Well, I'm sure there's truth there, but is it solely biblical? For example, different teachings that are basically non-biblical, like the immortality of the soul and roasting and toasting in hellfire and and that sort of thing are not biblical. So I'm sure that some of the things they teach are truthful.
Okay, all right.
I'm not trying to be ambiguous here, but
no, I understand. I appreciate your time. He also mentioned that you guys practice shunning. Is that
you mean disfellowshipping? That's based on scriptural principles that I think, in fact, from ancient days, the Catholic Church had excommunication. And, and it's actually based on a biblical counsel from, for example, the Apostle Paul. There was a young man in 1 Corinthians that was adversely affecting the congregation because of his immoral lifestyle.
Right. Yes.
And in 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul had them say to get rid of him, throw him out of the congregation and take no part in meals with him or anything like that. And that was for two reasons. One of them is to keep the congregation clean and without being affected by it. And the other reason is to snap him to attention to what he was doing. And,
right.
And so by the time that he wrote the second letter to the Corinthians, he advised the Corinthian congregation, hey, look at this man's changed of heart now.
Right.
So,
right. Okay. So what happens to those people who are shunned if they kill themselves? Because, that is a pretty severe treatment as far as a punishment.
It is, and it's true, and it probably has happened in the past, even in the first century. But on the other hand, they know that if they have a change of heart and a change of attitude, that they will be welcomed back in the congregation. So it's a funny thing because sometimes Jehovah's Witnesses are attacked because we disfellowship people. Other times we're attacked because we haven't disfellowship people or cast them out of the congregation.
Who would attack you for casting? So when you're shunning, it's like that.
I don't know if shunning is the right word, but yeah, it works.
Okay. So when you're shunning, do they, like families, are you told to shun your own children, or like your parents or your uncles, or?
One of the things that would probably be best to do, and it's online, is all this information is online.
Okay.
Jehovah's Witnesses, and so you can go online, jw.org.
Yeah. But one thing I've found about is what's put in print is often quite different than what is said. In voice and everything and behavior of an organization.
Everything that we do is online, and our Watchtower articles and that sort of thing are all online. All the counsel that we receive and that we give is all online.
Okay, I see.
So it can be easily handled on through publication.
I had a quick scan of your site, actually. I did Google the JW site. I did also notice that there was no real information prior to 75. Was there?
Prior to 75?
Yeah, you guys have been around for quite a while, I do believe, right? I mean,
1879.
1879, really? Oh, wow. Been around for quite a while.
Yeah, there's actually, when you say there's not much information, there is actually in some of our publications which deal with the history. And so if you go under publications, there'll be some that are deal with the history.
But they don't have it all, like if I wanted to research some of the first publications.
I don't think I could.
Oh, why not?
Because I don't think I could find it.
What? You guys don't have a library to document all your inaccessible information?
Well, I tell you, I don't have a library that goes back to 1879. No, I don't.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Eh?
Yeah, that would be something. But if you want to give me your name, I'll try to get back to you and phone number or something.
No, that's all right. I actually asked you a few questions in our conversation, and you answer truthfully to like top 3 or 4 things of a cult, descriptions of a cult. That is that you do have a special corner on the truth. You guys often refer to having exclusive truth.
That's especially, of course, 8.5 million people would be a big cult, but.
Yeah, well, that is a big cult, and it's not preposterous.
8.5 million people that are going door to door and preaching the good news of the kingdom. That's right, throughout the world. That's right.
Yeah.
So
have you heard of Scientology, sir?
Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Do you know?
But I'm really not prepared to talk right now.
Oh, well, there's going to be a show about you guys on W5 on CTV on March.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, March 17th, I believe. You may want to look into that. It's about the sexual cover-ups of the Jehovah's Witnesses throughout the world.
That's very interesting, but I really don't believe that. But anyway,
Well, it's on the news anyway. Okay, you have a good day, sir. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye now.